A big update on National Immunization Schedule. From 1st January 2023 onwards, schedule of f-IPV is going to be revised.
Hello everyone, welcome to our YouTube channel Mad Epics India. Today we'll be going to discuss about the revised f-IPV schedule in NIS National Immunization Schedule from 1st January 2023 onwards. This is our present National Immunization Schedule. As per the present practice, we are giving 2 doses of fractional dose of IPV at 6 weeks and 14 weeks. These 2 doses we are giving 0.1 ml each through intradermal route in the right upper arm of the deltoid region. Let's discuss something about the historical aspect about the polio cases and related wild polio viruses in India. Here you can see that last case of polio due to wild polio virus type 2 was reported on 24th of October 1999 and this was reported from Aligarh, UP. Last case of polio due to wild polio virus type 3 was reported on 22nd of October 2010 and this was reported at Pakur, Jharkhand. Subsequently, the last case of wild polio due to wild polio virus type 1 was noted on 13th of January 2011 at Howrah, West Bengal. Here in this column chart, you can see how the polio cases due to various types of wild polio viruses were progressed in India from year 1998 till 2011. You can clearly notice that the last case of wild polio due to any wild polio viruses was noted in India in the year 2011 on 13th of January. Following to last case of polio due to wild polio virus in India on 13th Jan 2011, as there were no cases no transmission of wild polio virus in India for 3 consecutive years. So on 27th March 2014, India along with Southeast Asia region of WHO received polio free certification. Here we must note that as per the present policy on polio free certification, it is the WHO region which receives polio free certification, not the country individually. Following to that, in November 2015, India first time introduced 0.5 ml intramuscular inactivated polio vaccine at 14 weeks of age in their National Immunization Schedule under UIP before switching over from trivalent OPV to bivalent OPV. This was done to generate immunity against wild polio virus type 2. You will find a separate video on IPV soon. Finally, in April 2016, India switched over from trivalent OPV to bivalent OPV. This trivalent OPV had immunity component against all the 3 wild polio viruses type 1, type 2 and type 3. But in this bivalent OPV, it has only immunity component against wild polio virus type 1 and type 3. Why this switching over was done? As it was found that component against wild polio virus type 2 has more risk of causing vaccine associated paralytic polio and circulatory vaccine derived polio virus. So it has more risk as compared to its benefit. At the same time, India also switched over from 0.5 ml intramuscular single dose of IPV at 14 weeks to 0.1 ml intradermal 2 doses of IPV at 6 weeks and 14 weeks of age of the child. because it was found that 2 doses of IPV, fractional dose of IPV, has better seroconversion, better immunogenicity than only 1 dose at 14 weeks. Now, moving to the quiz, please mark your answer for these 3 questions. You will get these answers at the end of this video. This is the transformation of IPV from the year November 2015, where it was first time introduced, till December 2022. We have already studied that initially it was introduced as a single dose 0.5 ml intramuscular at 14 weeks of age. Followed to that, it was switched over to 2 doses of fractional IPV 0.1 ml each intradermally at 6 weeks and 14 weeks of age. And finally, in December 2022, now we will be giving 3 doses of 0.1 ml of intradermal fractional dose of IPV, and it will be given at 6 weeks, 14 weeks and 9 to 12 months of age of the child. The site has been changed. Now we will be administering this dose, third dose, at left upper arm instead of right upper arm, because at the same time at 9 to 12 months of age we are also giving first dose of MR1. We all must also be aware about the recent developments about the addition of additional dose of f-IPV in our National Immunization Schedule. So firstly, on 19 and 20 May 2022 this year, 30th meeting of IEAG, India Expert Advisory Group for Polio Eradication, held at Delhi. This IEAG followed the SAGE recommendation and WHO position paper. This SAGE is Strategic Advisory Group of Experts on Immunization. This SAGE and this WHO position paper says that 2 doses of f-IPV at 14 weeks and 9 months of age has better seroconversion as compared to the 2 doses at 6 weeks and 14 weeks of age, which schedule India is recently following in their National Immunization Schedule. So, following to this SAGE recommendation and WHO position paper result, IEAG recommended this matter and they took this matter to NTAG. NTAG is the National Technical Advisory Group of Experts on Immunization, and this is the apex body of India on immunization, which takes all the decision of the matters related to the immunization. Here you must also know that this IEAG has only power to recommend. They don't have power to make decisions. So, following to the recommendation by IEAG, NTAG reviewed this matter, they analyzed this matter, and finally they took decision that India needs revision on their immunization schedule related to the fractional doses of IPV. So finally, this third dose of IPV at 9 to 12 months of age was added. Based on recommendation by NTAG, Additional Commissioner on UIP of India sent direction to all the states and UTs to include this additional third dose of IPV in their National Immunization Schedule and implement this practically since 1st January 2023. You can see here that snapshot of that letter which additional director has given to all the mission directors. Additional director also give directions to include this third dose in MCP, that is Maternal and Child Protection Card version 2018, in page number 36, 30 and 39. Here in page number 36 you can see this third dose can recorded at this place. This is page number 38. So the additional dose of that f-IPV can be recorded at this place, as there were columns were made only for 2 doses here and here, but third dose can be included at this place also. This is page number 39, and this third dose of f-IPV can be recorded at this place. Coming to the crux of these operational instructions. So from 1st January 2023 onwards, there will be an additional dose of f-IPV at 9 to 12 months of age. Finally, our IPV doses contains 3 doses at 6 weeks, 14 weeks and 9 to 12 months of age. Route of administration will be the same, that is through intradermal. The site of third dose of administration will be in left upper arm instead of right upper arm, as we are administering the MR1 dose also at the same time. What happens if any children comes and he has already received his MR1 dose? So in that condition, we need not to administer him the third dose of f-IPV. Monthly coverage of f-IPV at 9 to 12 months has to be recorded in MCP card, and after compiling this report has to be sent on HMIS Health Management Information System to higher authority. District Task Force for Immunization DTFI has been given responsibility to review and implement this third dose in National Immunization Schedule practically. Now we come to the answers of this quiz. These are the answers. Thanks for watching this video.